want to know about how you started the Afternoon Umbrella Friends and the whole story behind it, the name, everything.
Okay. So I think like Afternoon Umbrella Friends has been we named ourselves. I think it was in the beginning of 2017, or was it 2016? So the name came
it's
after.
4 years, right?
The name came after.
Oh, okay.
We had already been like a group of friends, and like I've just been like kind of, I have this thing where I can like organize people. So I've
That's
been
great.
like collecting people like ever since I was in high school. Like,
Ever since you started playing Pokemon, you gotta catch them all.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's
it's the
where it
same
all
thing
started.
With friends. I just want all of them. So like I have friends who are still from high school who are like in our community, friends from college who are in our community,
fantastic.
friends from after.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and like we're trying to get more people to move down to San Diego from my hometown, San Ramon. So we've been, so I went to Lightning in a Bottle. That was in 2016, I think was the first time I went. I had the time of my life. That was like a transformational experience. Like
Oof.
It blew my mind. I didn't know that you could have a party like that. Like felt like just a giant adult playground where you could just do anything, or anything was possible. And I'm like, for the next year, instead of trying to convince my friends to go to every festival, like I was addicted to festivals. I was going to like 10, 11 festivals a year. And like I would usually try to get everyone to go to like each one and like have a little crew, but for the next year I just told everybody, I'm like, we're all going to LIB.
Oh, going.
So the next year we had 60 people like at a camp. Like,
wow.
Of which like maybe like half of them had never been to like a camping festival, and like half of those people had probably never been to a festival at all. So
you got them together.
I got everyone to go, and we were called the Camp with No Name at that time, and that's when I knew we had something. Like we had a really good group of people, and then it was at Dirtybird Campout the next year where we were just dancing around. We were pretty drunk. Like we still didn't have our name yet, but we were just having fun on the last day, and some guy comes out of nowhere and then asks if he could take a photo of my friend's girlfriend. And he pulls out this like Sony digital point and shoot camera. We're like, oh shit, I haven't seen one of those.
I know, right? I used to have one of those. Yeah.
He like takes a photo, of her, and he's like, look, check this out. And he's like super proud of this photo because it has this like filter on it, and it's like this really weird filter. It just like brings out all these like colors. He's so super stoked on it. And he's like, here, let me take a photo of all you guys, like your whole group of friends. So we all gather around my other friend, who she had an umbrella, and he takes a photo of all of us, and then Carlos asks, he's like, so like you got a website or something, like where can we download the photos,
where can we see those photos?
And then he's like, oh no, I don't have a website, but if you take down my email, email me, I'll send them to you. So he wrote down his email in Carlos's phone, and he wrote down a little phrase, and he said, send me this phrase and I'll know which photos to send to you, because he's probably been taking photos of everyone at the whole festival on his little point and shoot camera. So and then the phrase was Afternoon Umbrella Friends.
Oh,
and then we're like, Afternoon Umbrella Friends. We're like, that's us. Like, oh shit, like we're the Afternoon Umbrella Friends. And then we were just celebrating. We're like, we figured it out. We know who we are now, because we didn't want to just make it up. Like, I'm notoriously horrible at naming things.
Oh, I feel you.
So I'm like, let's not force it. Like, let's wait until something comes up, and then we found it. So.
Wow, that's such a beautiful story. I love it when things just happen naturally, and that's the way it's supposed to be, right? You can't force. You can't force it.
Exactly, and it just ended up being perfect because it's so silly. Like, it's like, why would like?
And it sticks out.
Yeah.
It's just perfect because every time that you go to an After Umbrella Friends event, you see the umbrellas, and then you see the colors, and it just fits, and the vibe that you get. Everyone's happy. I think it was perfect. So
exactly.
It's great that it worked out for you guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm really stoked we found that name. Everyone was like, it's too long, and I'm like, it's okay. Like, doesn't matter if we're gonna force people to say our whole name. Like,
we're gonna do it. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
And then when you abbreviate, it's AUF, and it works. People will get it. It works.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.